My name is Olaiton Olutoashe and I'm the Chief Stylist Iton Beauty World. I'm so excited to have you online with me today for this live session where we'll be talking about venturing into the salon business in Nigeria and cut across the world. The things I'll be talking about are things that you can use even if you're not going into the salon business. You just want to start whatever business you want to go into. I'll be sharing with you things that I had applied into my life and into my business that has brought me this far. And I want you to take your pen, jot down some things, because everything I'll be saying today are things that have helped me and is going to help you too. So follow me as I start. At the age of 16 years old, my mom registered me in the salon business and I learned for a year. And after that, I started practicing what I had learned. And this will take me to the first point, which is where the first thing when you want to venture into a salon business is, where do you want to start? What are you starting with? Your starting point. Or you're going into any business, the first thing to look at is your starting point. For me, I started with braids. I wanted to be a braider. So I was registered with a stylist who specialized in braiding. And after learning that for a year, I decided that I wanted to know more. And I went to learn. I stepped forward to register in another salon where I was taught on how to fix hair. As at then, that was like 2006, 2007, 2008. My first training was in 2006. And then by 2008, I went to register in another salon where I was taught on how to fix hair. I was still very young and it was a very good start. So like I was saying, where do you want to start from? You need a starting point. What do you want to start doing? You can't do everything. You can't be everywhere. So the first thing you need to know is, where do you want to start from? There must be a starting point. No matter how big your dreams are, no matter how big the salon you want to run is, you must sit down and ask yourself, what is or where is my starting point? You have to start from somewhere. If you want to run a general salon, or you want to open a salon where you would create booth system. The booth system is like your space system. Wherever you want to start with, some people specialize in fixing, some people specialize in frontal installation, some other people specialize in just wigging, revamping, and so you must have a particular starting point. For me, my starting point was I learned braiding and I went on to learn fixing. And in those years, there was nothing like wigs. There wasn't even so much on special stylings like the way we see these days. And with that, I moved on and I became a constant student of the YouTube, because that was where I could actually access all the information I needed easily. And that takes me to the second thing I will be talking about this now, which is education. After knowing your starting point, the next thing you need to know is, you need to know enough about what you want to go into. As for me, mediocrity, or let me use the word average, was a no-no for me. So I'm actually a pusher. I want to know more. I want to know so much about what I'm learning. I don't want to be left behind. And so I keep registering for trainings upon trainings upon trainings. And I want to say that in my journey so far in hairdressing, one thing that has helped me is I try as much as possible to keep up with the trend. Whatever style I see that is out there, I try to learn it, as long as it's within the niche where I operate. My own niche, I run a general salon. We do braids, we do fixing, we do installation, we do wigging, and we do revamping services. We retouch, we do ponytail. We touch almost all areas, even though not all areas. So for you, whatever aspect you want to touch on, you are starting from, you need to know enough to be a boss, a command in that area. And these are the things that are really going to help to draw customers to you. Imagine you attended to one client so well, the person steps out of the salon or steps out of a business place and somebody else sees your services. You can see that they would Once, where did you make your hair, who gave you these services, and then you find referrals. At the same time, there's a very thin line there. It's not for you to now say, okay, I'll keep doing training, then you keep doing training, and then you don't start. After your education process, after getting educated, the next point is to start. So imagine going to school, getting educated, you never get to use that certificate for anything. It's almost like you just wasted everything you've done and everything you've learned. Most times what keeps people from starting is fear. And I said something, I made a post yesterday, and one of the things I said is you are permitted to actually do things afraid. You are permitted to be scared in your first step. It will be scary. You want to take that first step. It will be scary. Are you sure I will make it? Oh, the market is so saturated. A lot of people are doing what I want to do. Let me tell you this. There is nothing you want to do that you don't have a lot of people doing it. Unless it's a new idea that you are starting on your own. And guess what? If it's a new idea and you're the only one starting that idea, just give it a few years. So many people are going to join in and take over with you. If, for instance, for example, remember when we started when POS started in Nigeria? It was just about, I think, 2-3 years ago. There was nothing like POS, the paga you see everywhere. When it started, people it was a new idea. Prior to then, we all had to go queue in the bank. We all had to go queue in ATM and wait until it's our turn. And when this idea came, just few people started. I think it was Paga that started it, and I stand to be corrected on that. And that's why you keep hearing people say Paga. But over time, a lot of people started doing it. And now, if you stop at a bus stop, you can get like 10 people doing the same Paga business. Yes, the same Paga business. Everybody is doing it. So what am I trying to say? Whatever you want to go into, just start. After choosing your niche, what you want to start with, and then you get enough education on it to start off, then start. Don't let fear keep you from starting. Every big dream started somewhere, so you just have to start. Yes, it's actually always a step at a time.